Gratification theory in the age of social media, a lecture review. This presentation will discuss the history and development of the theory, its core concept, application in social media, crisis, and its future development in the digital area. My name is Chen. Okay, let's begin with our introduction. In today's digital world, people use media for many different reasons. They use social media not only to get information, but also to relax, express themselves, communicate with others, and participate in online communication. Uses and gratifications theory or UGT helps us understand why people choose certain media and what satisfaction they gain for using it. For example, people may use TikTok or YouTube for entertainment, Instagram for self-expressions, and to learn many new skills. Okay, let's talk about the history and the algorithms. Uses and gratification theory was developed by Chris and Jane Brogler and Michael Gratification, and it's in the 1960s to 1970s. And before the theory, many researchers focused on the question is what do media do to people? However, UGT interested different question. What do people do with media? The theory argued that adults and active and that people choose media based on their needs, interests, and personal goals.
Now let's talk about how media changes and forces UGT develop. We have two main types: traditional media and social media. Traditional media are newspapers, TV, and radio. In that time, people only can read or watch content, and they almost cannot communicate with others. We can hardly send our own thoughts and ideas back to the content makers in that old media age. Then social media such as TikTok, Instagram, YouTube comes out. Users became characters. We can post video, write comments, and join online shops with others who share the same hobbies. The key change is clear. Media used from just a simple continuity to talking parts. This is bring us to new idea of UGT. This page shows the whole logic of UGT. First, users are active. People have different needs, so they try this media on purpose to get satisfaction. This person now wants control every choices we make when we open any apps every day. There are 5 main needs: getting information, having fun, so identify, social communication, and extreme pressure. We also have 2 easy words. First, satisfaction hopes is for what we accept before acting using media. Satisfaction received is real experience that we get after using it. Thank you.
Different social media platforms serve different user needs. For example, people mainly use TikTok for entertainment and creativity. People use Instagram for self-expression and social interest. People use the YouTube for information and learning. And people use the Facebook to keep in touch with friends and family. This shows that different platforms provide different types of gratification. UGT is rather using comprehension research. It helps the reader understand why people like food, comment on content, share information as their own content. According to UGT, these activities are driven by user needs and for the source is very useful in defining social media behavior and your participation.
One important example is TikTok. Users watch videos for entertainment, participate in trends, and create content to express creativity and gain attention. Another example is Instagram. People use Instagram for self-presentation, social interaction, and recording their daily lives. These examples show that social media use is closely relative to user motivations. Although it is valuable, it has several limitations. First, it may overemphasize audience freedom because users are influenced by society, trends, and available platforms. Second, the stereo depends heavily on self-reported motivations, and users may not always understand why they use certain media. Third, it cannot fully explain social media addiction and problematic use. Finally, modern social media algorithms strongly influence what users see online. Therefore, audiences are not completely free in choosing.
Now I will talk about the future development of usage and gratification theory. For the future, this theory needs to pay more attention to media algorithms and AI. In the past, media choice was easier to understand. For example, people chose which newspaper to read, which radio station to listen to, or which TV program to watch. But today, things are different. On platforms like TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube, users do not always choose content by themselves. The platform are recommended videos and posts based on what users usually watch, like or search for. Because of this, the theory should not only ask what do users want from media, it should also ask how does the platform influence what users see. For example, a person may open TikTok just for relax for 10 minutes, but the algorithm and AI keeps showing interesting videos, so they may stay much longer than planned. This shows that users' motivation and the platform design work together. Another future direction is mental health and digital well-being. Social media can help people feel connected, relaxed, and entertained. But if people use it too much, it may also become a problem. So future research should look at both sides. How media satisfies users and what happens when this satisfaction becomes too frequent or difficult to control. In conclusion, usage and gratification theory is still useful because it explains why people choose and use media. It started from traditional media like newspaper, radio, and television. But now it is also useful for studying TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, and other social media platforms. However, the theory needs to be updated. Today, users are not only making choices by themselves, algorithms, AI, platform design, and online habits also influencing them. So, if the theory includes this new feature, it can still help us understand how and why people use media today. So, its reference of the report's discussion of each stages of usage and the gratification theory. Thank you.